Well, Gaffer, despite a bright start today, it's not the result we wanted.
Yeah, of course, it's a long way to come. To take nothing home with us is disappointing. I don't think the whole game was disappointing, but goals win games, obviously, but goals change games. And we got ourselves in front. I thought we started the game brightly. What we worked at in training both Thursday and Friday paid off with the goal that we got. Very much a pattern of our play. And I got to be honest with you, I think in the end, it just seemed that it was like men against boys. And they've got an experienced group of lads who know the level, know the game, know how to play the game. I think they've got 6 or 7 yellow cards, all of which, they're fouls, but they're not malicious or anything like that. But they just know how to win games, and we lacked that today.
And it's frustrating to see starting like that.
Yeah.
We knew exactly what we needed to do to get ahead, and then didn't.
Frustrating. I mean, look, decisions I make. Sometimes they're right and they're wrong. Decisions on the pitch, I can't influence that. But it's a huge individual error for the first goal, and then 3.5 minutes into 2 minutes of extra time at half time, we conceded. I walked across the pitch talking to Blakey and Hugo, genuinely thinking we could still win the game. I did at half time. I really did. But by the time I sat on my bench just after the break, we've gone and capitulated with another really poor goal defensively from our point of view. So we give ourselves a mountain to climb. What I will say is we didn't give up. We kept going. We kept knocking on the door. Just didn't run for us in the box, I didn't feel. It's a bit of a pill to swallow, because what we produced on Tuesday night to beat Maidenhead, we started looking like that at the beginning of the game, but I just felt that the air being sucked out of us just before half time ultimately has cost us. And to capitulate as quickly as we did after the game, after the half, meant it was always going to be very difficult to get back in.
So if you woke up tomorrow and it was Wednesday morning again, would the approach to the game change? Or
this is a weird thing to say, but we picked a couple of areas in the pitch that we felt we could exploit with Weston today, and we did. And we got ahead through that, and we actually got in a couple of times more through that in the first half. But as the game went on, they imparted their will on us better than we could them. And I think that's character. I think that's maturity. I think it's experience. That's what that is. And I've got no gripes about the final score in the end. I can't complain. What we've got to do is we've got to dust down, and we weren't hooting and hollering after we won on Tuesday night, but we've got another game away on Tuesday this week at Cheshire. We've got to dust ourselves down and hopefully not pick up anything further, because we've lost both Gold and Maxwell for a while. So yeah, we've got to reshuffle, and we've got to go again Tuesday.
And that game on Tuesday night, another game on a pitch that might potentially give us a bit of trouble.
Yeah, I mean, I think they've done really well here to get the game on. There's only one little area of the pitch, but the pitches are going to be heavy at this time of the year anyway, with the amount of rain we've had. It is what it is. I'd rather be playing than not playing, to be honest with you. So let's hope there isn't so much of the wet stuff coming down, and we can bounce back on Tuesday night.
And there's an optimism that we can.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, look, I've seen it. We're playing against a team here who are fighting at the top of the table again, and I think if you ask them, we give them a problem. We were a threat to them. We were competitive. We were in the game. 3-1 sounds a bit heavy, but they had a shout for a pen. We had a shout for a pen. Our goalies made saves. Their goalies made saves. Probably if you were neutral, which I'm not, it would have been a decent game to watch. But it's just sticking in my throat that we just can't make it go our way today, where we did on Tuesday, and that's fine margins. Like I said, individual decisions or choices that led directly to goals have cost us today.
Well, just finally then, is there anything else you wanted to say to the fans who have made the long journey down?
Well, thank you first and foremost for coming. I understand how long the journey is. We've got the same journey ourselves to go back. But we've got to keep the faith. We've got to stick together. Strong. We'll be stronger together than we ever will be divided. So I know that the fans, certainly the ones who've come here today, they're right behind us. They stayed behind again to clap the lads off. And I don't think they're disheartened by the effort and what they're seeing. It's just, we wanted to give them a result, but we'll be trying our best again on Tuesday.